How's it going, YouTube? DM from Stone Belts back here again with a brand new video, and today, if the wait's finally over and I think it's time, I reveal what I've finished up. I know you guys been waiting for a while when I did this video, especially when I did the Choose a Belt contest, and obviously the winner was the Oval IC. So it took me a while to get to it, but I feel like now you guys are going to enjoy what you guys are going to see. So here we go. It's my homemade WWF Attitude Era Oval Intercontinental Championship belt. Let's take a look. And here it is, guys. And I'm pretty sure you'll be wondering, like, how do I learn how to, do the plates like all that? Well, thank God the fact that I had a WWE Oval IC right here. I just took the plates and traced it for this one. All except that property plate. I literally had to study it from my WWF Attitude Era Big Eagle. But anyway, yes, guys, this is about the Attitude Era Oval IC. It's a WWF version because the WWE version, well, I could put the WWE version right next to it and show you comparisons. I mean, obviously the difference is that there's a WWE logo and it says Entertainment, while that one says WWF and says Federation. You can see the banner is for the WWF version. It was just Intercontinental with the word champion down below the globe. For here it says they moved champion up on the banner to say Intercontinental Champion and to put a nameplate there. And of course you can see the globes are much different color because I'm trying to make mine more TV accurate, so I use like a sky blue type of color, while WWE's versions they don't use the accurate type of blue color for the replica belts. But they're exact same in design and all that. And of course I'm pretty sure you guys are seeing, wait a minute, you probably messed up with these two plates. Europe and Africa should be over there, and North and South America should be over here, like the replica. Well, if you guys do not know, back in the time of the Attitude Era, when this belt debuted, right when Stone Cold threw a version of this belt into the river, actually he did not, he just threw an old block logo tag, they debuted a new belt. I think it was after WrestleMania 14, I believe. Right, it was right after that, in 98. They debuted a block logo version of this belt, where it's the exact same design except the logos were blocked with the block logo, and the strap was purple with, I think, black croc backing. I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me on that. But anyway, and then the plates were exactly the same like this until I think the last holder of the block logo was China, the first woman ever to hold the IC championship, and then she came out with the WWF version. I mean the scratch logo version of the Intercontinental title. Anyway, what's going on with this? You can see 2x8 snap box. The bottom here, they made championship belts, and you can see the puff paint borderline to cover up the stitching. And as well, if you could see a bit on camera, you can see a bit of a pattern and the design in there on the strap. I try to emulate this, but for the WWF version, instead of shell tooling, I mean, I'm going to try to see if you can pick it up. I try to emulate WWF logos, I think like the real belt did, and instead of the shell tooling. But anyway, here's the first plate, WWF and Antarctica, compared to WWE and Antarctica's plate. Then it's the Europe and Africa plate. And yeah, these plates are thick, and I curved them. Not as much as a curve on the belts, but still does a decent curve. And the center plate, World Wrestling Federation with the With 6 large stones. Intercontinental Champion with a rope borderline going around the plate, kind of like this one. North and South America plate with the Asia and Australia plate. And you know, you guys could, I don't know if you guys could pick it up on camera, but you can try to see those WWF logos going around these plates. And of course, the WWF property plate. Property of World Wrestling Federation, JMAR 1999. I decided to go with the all gold version property plate because I think when they had the black background, it was the it was back in the year 2000. Where it says JMAR 2K. Kind of like what it says on my Big Eagle property plate. Bit of the design there. And of course the 2x5 gold snap box. And of course we're gonna flip it over. You can see black backing. Bolts covered up. And then, guys, when it comes to using bolts, I'm not using those bolts and like nuts and bolts on that I get from like Lowe's or Home Depot anymore. I'm actually using those like Chicago screws that they use for, like I use for my plates, like for my name plates and that. I get those from the Hobby Lobby. Just start putting them in there and make them look more realistic. And yes, the belt is quite flexible, as you can see, comparing to the flexibility of the replica. I mean, look at it, the replica compared to this thing. But anyway, guys, you guys know the drill. I'm going to pause the video and show you what the belt looks like around my shoulder and on my waist. So see you guys in a few seconds. Okay, I hope you guys can see me well. Here's my homemade version. Here's the replica. I mean, side by side, they look spot on from one another. And for the belt on my shoulder here, and then yet it's real flexible. I mean, it's still not a lot of weight like the replicas, but I remember it was actually a while back, if you could check out my YouTube channel, where I actually did another Intercontinental title before this one. It was the block logo classic Reggie IC that I did a comparison with the replica as well. So this is the second Intercontinental that I do with a comparative, a replica of my own. But yeah, I'm just gonna put the replica down now. And let's put it on the shoulder on this side. I mean, I really do enjoy the classic Reggie IC because this clearly says Intercontinental. When you see all the continents and all the globes, it reads Intercontinental. Oh yeah, that's well, I'm pretty sure I forgot to show you. I did paint the sides with puff paint to seal off so it doesn't look like it's just layers of vinyl stitched together and make it look like one strap. But anyway, let me put it around the waist. As you guys know, I'm not a heavyweight. I'm about 200 and around 200 pounds, 210 pounds. So I'm around a light heavyweight. So this will fit up to a 46-inch waist. So I'm just putting the snaps on now, testing the snaps. So here it is around the waist, guys. And I mean, yeah, it's a great feeling of a belt. And you know, for those that wore this version of the title, like I mean, like I mentioned, China being the first one to wear the scratch logo version. I believe Triple H won the scratch logo version. The one Billy Gunn, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, and don't want to mention the other one, the other Chris's name, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm talking about Chris Benoit. I mean, what am I going to be worried about with WWE if I mention that guy's name? But Christian, I think, as well. Kane, and actually the funny thing is, the last holder of the scratch logo version, or the WWF version of the Intercontinental title, was actually Kane. And then he feuded with Triple H, to which they had a unification match for the World Heavyweight title and the Intercontinental title, to which Triple H ended up winning, and they said this title would have been retired, quote unquote, forever. But I think they just took the scratch logo, the WWF logo, Intercontinental, off TV for a bit, because that was the time when WWF was changing names to WWE, thanks to the copyright problems with their other people that were named WWF. You know, the World Wildlife Foundation. They were calling themselves WWF, and since there can't be two WWFs, one had to change names. So that's when they changed names to WWE, and that's when we got a new Intercontinental title that where now it comes with a nameplate. And this was around the time when most of the belts in WWE were getting nameplates, like the US, the tags, IC, and both world titles, the World Heavyweight and the WWE title. And the Attitude Era Oval IC stuck around for a while until I think 2011, when Cody Rhodes was holding the Intercontinental title. He soon come out and debut a classic Reggie IC belt. Well, technically not Reggie IC, because the version he had was a scratch logo. It had nugget texturing in a different font, and it was made by J-Mar. And WWE almost got sued for that by Milliken, because the fact is that Milliken was designing the belts for them, and it was going to put a cease and desist out on them for this. So then they changed it up for this version, except they had a scratch logo. And then when they changed up the logo for the network logo, they kept the exact same design, just with the network logo. And then the last holder of this version would have been Shinsuke Nakamura, until, with the help of Sami Zayn, debut the Intercontinental Championship that we know today, that's now held by Gunther, probably the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of the century. And we'll be waiting for him to defend the title at SummerSlam against Drew McIntyre. And of course, yours truly is going to be going there to see that live and in person. And of course, I'll be bringing this. So let me do one last run through, and then I'm going to end the video. So 2x8 snap box, along with my puff paint design on there. The two side plates, the center plate, the other two side plates, the property plate, and the 2x5 wheel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. Comment below what you guys think. And as well, follow me on my social media, like on Twitter at DMTombstone96, and of course on Instagram at DME96, where I post stuff there sometimes. Sorry, before I post them here on YouTube. I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and I'll see you guys in the next video.